Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. There you go. That's Keith Urban and Somebody Like You. It's Ben Merritt hanging with you here on your Tuesday afternoon. It is the 12th of March, and yesterday it was 70. Oh boy, what a day it's been since then. 24 hours later, it's upper 50s. Still feels great out there, but we're starting to cool down again, so hooray! Oh, it's fine. We're used to this, aren't we? This is third spring already. Real spring still a couple weeks away, maybe. It's going to be a busy day today. As a matter of fact, we got lots to get to. Dad jokes, random facts, shower thoughts. Nashville now, including Morgan Wallen, setting a record. We're going to tell you something good right towards the end of your workday, including some rescue doggos. And our question of the day today for the Text Club: what's something that you did that seemed harmless at the time but actually proved that it was extremely dangerous? I got a really good story for that one. Plus, your country quickies on the way, including George Burge, Lainey Wilson, and Post Malone. Yeah, it's coming up in 8 minutes.
You know the code.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's the Chief, Eric Church, guys like me, and your country quickies. It's no secret anymore that George Burge is working to release his debut album. He's put out a couple of sneaky tracks on Instagram, and, well, he's done it again with another new song called Damn Right I Do.
If I still drop some paycheck cash on a half a tank and a cold six-pack and park it by that old train track like I did with you, damn right I do.
The best part of this one, not only the music, but also in the caption, he says, quote, 7 new songs coming y'all's way April 5th, end quote. Whether that's an entire debut album or just a EP, we'll have to wait and see on that one. And Lainey Wilson arranged a ride to the airport, and her driver was someone that we all know and love. Since she just announced that she's heading to Australia for her tour, well, who better to talk to beforehand than Keith Urban?
So you're going to Oz?
I'm going to Oz. I'm
tour.
excited. I'm nervous.
What's the first thing you think of when you think of Australia?
You.
Okay. Well, that's not going to work.
Yeah, she's probably going to need to learn a few more things about Australia than Keith Urban before she gets there. Just fair warning. And Post Malone paid tribute to Toby Keith while on stage shirtless Saturday at the American Rodeo in Dallas. He poured a beer out of his red Solo cup, and he also gave us a little rendition of As Good As I Once Was.
I ain't as good as I once was. That's just a cold hard truth. I still throw a few back, talk a little smack when I'm feeling bulletproof. So don't double down, damn me now, 'cause I'd have to call your bluff. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good as I ever was. May not be good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Rest in peace to Tony Keith, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. I think I'm more and more on board with a Post Malone country album every time I hear him do something country. It just seems to fit. I'm not going to lie. Here we go. Keeping the music rolling here on Froggy 99.9 with Luke Combs. It's where the wild things are.
My big
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's the latest from Kenny Chesney. His new album due out in just about 10 days, if I'm not mistaken. Might be a little bit longer than that. Don't quote me on that part. But do quote me on shower thoughts in 8 minutes.
I was out with the boys.
Shower thoughts with Ben.
Blinking is just a screensaver for your eyes. Rain is just cloud sweat. Coffee is a drinkable reboot. Sleeping is just a free trial of death. And dreams are ads that play in between.
Shower thoughts with Ben.
When you listen to Froggy
99.9 plays the most most country. There you go with some Jackson Dean and Fearless. It's Ben Merritt hanging with you here on your Tuesday, and I am about to incriminate myself. Thankfully, it's the different state, and the statute of limitations is way off, because the question that I'm asking is, what is something that you did that seemed harmless at the time, but proved to be extremely dangerous? Now, I have to remind you that I grew up in the era of Jackass. MTV putting that stunt show on the air when I was in my teens. Stupid. Just dumb. So I'm looking for you to text in and tell me what is something that you did that was actually really dangerous, but you were like, no, it's fine, it's fine. We did car surfing. If you know anything about MTV's Jackass, car surfing. We did it. It was at like the end of a dead-end road, but it was still probably super duper dangerous. We did get up to like 25, 30 miles an hour. Super dangerous. Don't do that. But text me in, 35270. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. Brantley Gilbert, bottoms up, coming to Shields Arena. Gonna have some tickets for you for that one as well, too. Actually, I should say Hannah's probably gonna have that because she got that Took It hook up. Anyway, today's Text Club question of the day brought to you by the Bank of North Dakota's College Safe program. What's something that you did that seemed harmless at the time, but actually proved to be extremely dangerous? I talked about when I was car surfing in high school because it was super dangerous. The other part as well, too, and somebody texted in on this one. My neighbor had a set of lawn darts. We all survived. I, when I was living in northern Wisconsin, played in a beer league for lawn darts. So not only did I play lawn darts, but I was playing while I was drinking. Stupid. Again, just terribly, terribly stupid. Driving during a tornado warning. Somebody texted into 35270. I don't know if that's necessarily any more dangerous. I mean, during a tornado warning's fine. Just don't do it within, sight of a tornado, I guess. Although if there's the warning, then technically it's probably dangerous. So anyway, 35270, thanks to the Bank of North Dakota's College Safe program. Your Text Club question for today: what you thought was safe actually was really dangerous.
I couldn't.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Montgomery Gentry, and something to be proud of. The thing you should be proud of is not what you did, but what you learned from it. That is what we're getting at for today's Text Club question of the day, brought to you by the College Safe program from the Bank of North Dakota. What's something that you did that seemed harmless at the time, but actually proved to be extremely dangerous? This is some sketchy stuff. Car surfing. I played lawn darts in a beer league when I was in northern Wisconsin. Yeah, my life has been full of sketchy stuff. But apparently I'm right there with you guys. Somebody texted, they said I was picnicking near a lake and I found salamanders, like a ton of them. Well, I caught one and I was walking around showing it to people. Well, I later found out that its skin secretes tetrodotoxin. I think I said that right. Which is a super toxic chemical, and if you especially ingest it, and if you're picnicking, obviously you're eating. So yeah, that's pretty not safe. This one I had to look up after you texted it in. Mixing bleach and vinegar with hot water to mop the floors. That sounds like a pretty clean mix to me. And then I looked it up. It creates chlorine gas, which is used in chemical warfare. What? Why? Why do things do that?
Somebody.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. Gonna tell you something good coming up in 8 minutes. And it involves a dog in Hawaii. So it's real good. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. Morgan Wallen, Eric Churchman made a bar, and that bar is called Chiefs, and it's in downtown Nashville. Eric Church just announced that he's doing a 19-date residency at his own bar. I have this strange feeling that he's going to be a lot more involved with that place than some of the other artists that own their own bars. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into Tell Me Something Good. A hiker in Hawaii ended up saving a dog that he found 1,000 feet high on a cliff. This is Sergio talking about finding the pup Stevie and bringing her back to safety.
The most treacherous part, that's where she was. It was unfathomable how the dog could have gotten there. I felt her warmth. I felt her shivering in my arms, and I was like, I can't leave this like living being here. I knew I had to save her. I would hold on to the cliff with one hand, and then I would kind of scale down with her on top of me.
So, backside of this, tracked down the owners. The owners said that it's unclear exactly how long that Stevie had been on that cliff, but it was long enough for her to be dehydrated. So, good thing that he found her when he did.
The Wake Up.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. There you go. Back then, right now, that is Mr. Tyler Hubbard. And I got to tell you, we just told you something good about some doggos, so let's do it again. Mutt Madness. The voting has begun. Head on over to FroggyWeb.com, and you can get your opinions in on our bracket of 32. Is it 32? Yeah, it's 32. That's a lot of doggos. I will not lie. That's a lot of doggos. So head on over there and start voting because the bracket is live and the winning dogs are going to go ahead and walk away with an awesome prize basket from Homeward Animal Shelter and some training from Elevate Canine Academy here in Fargo as well, too. So make sure that if your doggo or a friend of yours doggo is up on our Mutt Madness, make sure that you vote for them because, like I said, Homeward Animal Shelter and Elevate Canine Academy hooked it up. Here's Corey Kent now on Froggy. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. There you go. Luke Combs, Little Beautiful Crazy. We are coming up on some dad jokes. Just give us 7.5 minutes. I promise. That's all you'll have to wait. And then you're laughing your butt off.
In the middle.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. There you go. That is Jake Owen, and these are dad jokes. I love it. You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Why don't you ever tell secrets when you're on the farm? Because the potatoes have eyes, the corn has ears, and the beans talk. The beanstalk. You have to bleed those ones. Anyway, moving on. I told my therapist that I have a fear of oversized books. She looked at me and said, "You got big issues." Oh, God. This one's nearly a classic. It's so close to being like right on the verge of classic. Here we go. Why don't some fish play piano? Because you can't tune a fish. It's true. You can't tune a fish. And I'm reading a book on the history of glue. Can't put it down. It's that good. Nate Smith right now, World on Fire on Froggy 99.9.
Girl, when you
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. There you go with some Jordan Davis and Tucson Too Late. It's Ben Merritt reminding you that you should head on over to FroggyWeb.com and sign up to go to lunch because tomorrow the boys, Scotch and Tank from the Wake Up Call, will be taking a lucky listener and their friends to the Silver Spike in Dilworth. Also, Thursday, you can go to lunch with Scotch and Tank again at Midtown Tavern. Again, you can sign up at FroggyWeb.com for both of those or text the word SPIKE, S-P-I-K-E, SPIKE to 35270, or text the word Midtown to 35270, M-I-D-T-O-W-N. Either way, FroggyWeb.com or the text words, you're going to be in the running for some free food with Froggy 99.9.
Jack makes good weed.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country, and it is just about time for some random facts. Love it. I also really love this song. It's the new one from Jelly Roll. It's Halfway to Hell on Froggy 99.9. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Darius Rucker. All right, time for random facts. This one just makes me laugh. The state bird of the state of Utah is the California gull. Couldn't even get the Utah gull. Just a California one. The layer of copper that covers the Statue of Liberty is only slightly thicker than a penny. And the reason why it's green is because of the tarnish. Keep up on that one, people. It's, yeah, that's fine. And Benjamin Harrison, our previous president, had 2 pet possums while he was president. One was named Mr. Reciprocity, and the other one was Mr. Protection. What are those naming conventions? I don't understand. Mr. Reciprocity and Mr. Protection. Not gonna lie, they're fire.
She talks about
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That is Megan Maroney, and I'm not pretty. It is Ben Merritt. Nashville now on the way. Record-breaking performance for Mr. Morgan Wallen, and it's been a long time coming. We'll talk about it coming up in 8 minutes.
if your kid.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. There you go with some Chase Beckham. It's 23. It's Ben Merritt. It's your Tuesday. And a big congratulations in our Nashville now goes to Morgan Wallen. His One Thing at a Time album has set a new record. That new record is most weeks at #1 on the Billboard 200 for country albums with 19 weeks. Now, they're non-consecutive weeks, but 19 weeks at the top is the new record, previously held by the man himself, Garth Brooks, with Rope in the Wind, which had 18 weeks back between 91 and 92. So, pretty good standard to be at. Now, if you're wondering what the overall record is, he's still a couple weeks behind. Morgan Wallen needs to hit 24 plus weeks, 24 or more weeks, to dethrone Adele, who currently is the top spot holder with her album 21 from about 10 years ago. So, got a couple more weeks to do there, Morgan. Good luck.
The Wake Up Call.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. Sam Hunt, Outskirts. Sam coming to the Ralph. Hannah's got your hookup. She's got the ticket hookups all week long. You're listening for those keywords at 10, noon, and 2. Again, she's going to get you into the show. So be listening because Hannah's going to hook you up with those Sam Hunt tickets. So anyway, that is it for me. I am on my way out the door. The sun is still kind of up. I'm pretty pleased about that. My dog is going to love it as well, too, because when the sun is still up when I get home, longer walks. That's what that means. So PJ is in next. He's standing at the door waiting to take my spot. So I'm going to get on out of here and let him do that. Tyler Hubbard as I'm walking out the door with Dancing in the Country on Froggy. Bye.